Okay, call the meeting to order. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. GL Chapter 30A, Section 18, and Governor Healy's March 29, 2023 revised order extending remote participation by all members of any meeting of a public body. This meeting of the Select Board will be conducted both in person and via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and or parties with a right and a requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town's website. For this meeting, members of the public and committee members may attend the meeting in person, or for those who wish to do so remotely. For those who are not in person, every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Pursuant to MGL 7C 30A, Section 20F. After notifying the chair of the public body, any person may make a video or audio recording of an open session of a meeting of a public body or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Beginning of the meeting, the chair shall inform other attendees of any such recording. This meeting is being recorded by the Virtual Edge, by the town of Great Barrington, and by CTSB. Any member of the public wishing to speak at the meeting must receive permission of the chair. The listing of agenda items of those reasonably anticipated by the chair, which may be discussed at the meeting. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. Approval of minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of January 8th, January 22nd, and the select board priority meeting on January 29th, 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Select board's announcement statements, Ben.
Nothing for me.
Garfield.
Nothing.
This coming weekend, we have a farmer's market at the Hoosie Dome for the month of February, always a good time. That's all I got today.
Lee,
Nothing.
and I have nothing. Town managers report.
Thanks, Steve. I have three updates, last minute add-on. First is Houstonic Waterworks. With funding in place, our financial evaluation of the Houstonic Waterworks system is underway. It'll be a few months or more before I have much more than a status update to share. So I just wanted to say that this evening. In the meantime, our relief program continues, but I wanted to mention to everyone that it has slowed down significantly. We've only received a few applications in the last week or so. So I think what we'll do is another push on our social media accounts and on our website to just remind people that it's available. It's still very much open at this time. The Housatonic Home Ownership Development update. This is the property just off of Route 41 that's owned by the Housing Trust and is being developed by Habitat for Humanity to include 20 homes. The update I wanted to share is that the Housing Trust has filed its application with the Planning Board for subdivision to create the road and infrastructure for that site. The Planning Board will hear that application on February 22nd. So just a heads up to everyone. And we've also issued an invitation for bids to contractors capable of building out the roads and infrastructure needed for that project. So those responses are due by February 23rd. And then the add-on I was mentioning earlier is just a quick update that our downtown parking map has been updated recently by Chris Rumbold and Bill Cook. I'm gonna, this is a color copy of it. I'll just pass it around so you can take a look at it. The regulations have not changed. The time limits remain the same. It's just easier to read now and easier to use. So it'll be shared with the chamber. It'll be posted on our website, but I just wanted to share that as well. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Licenses and permits. Application for access to a public way, a driveway permit, 24 Berkshire Heights Road. I believe someone is on the line, Carol Craig. Okay. Do I have a motion or do we have questions first of all?
I don't necessarily have any questions. I went by, looked at it. I guess I would just like for the motion to have the following conditions that DPW put in for it.
Yeah, I just wrote that down
Okay.
myself, so,
Sounds good.
yeah. Anyone else? Yeah. Okay, do I have a motion?
Yes.
Hold on. Carol, do you have anything you want to add? Your mic is open.
Oh, can you hear me?
You can.
Oh, okay, fine. I don't often do this and I wasn't sure if I had everything right. Okay, I just, inspections or anything, once we get underway, what is your
You'll be
expectation?
working with the DPW superintendent, Joe Aberdale, and he will guide you through that.
Okay,
So once this is approved, assuming it is tonight, you might want to just touch base with him either by email or phone call tomorrow and introduce yourself, and that way you'll be on the same page with him.
okay, excellent. Thank you.
Do you have a motion?
I move that we approve the application for access to a public way driveway permit to 24 Berkshire Heights with the recommendation from the DPW that the approval is with the following conditions. Driveway to be constructed in accordance with the plan referenced above. The driveway does not discharge any water onto the town roadway.
Do you have a second?
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Carol, you're all set from our point of view. Just get a hold of Joe, please.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Steam Noodle Annual Weekday Entertainment License Application, 286 Main Street. Is anyone on from Steam Noodle? If there is, just raise your hand. Oh, there you come up. That's even better. Just tell us what you're planning to do.
Well, we were planning on having, hopefully on a, maybe a monthly basis, some jazz. There may be two to three people, this specifically for this event, 3 people, from 8 to 11, Saturday night.
May we have your name, please?
Oh, Shane Engel,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Anyone have any questions? Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the Steam Noodle Annual Weekday Entertainment License application at 286 Main Street.
I'll second.
Discussion.
What is actually going on there that day?
So we were gonna have, a gentleman named Don Nicholson and his, 3-piece band, come in and, play some jazz from 8 to 11. We're gonna have serve appetizers and, the bar will be open.
You had tips people on that and stuff?
What was the question? I'm
The
sorry.
tips?
Tips.
Certified, yeah.
Certified.
Yeah,
Yes,
it'll be the
yes,
red part.
Okay,
Yes, I'm sorry.
okay.
You already serve alcohol as part of your operation.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And just, I know that you just, and in your license, you just say for the specific date, but you're imagining this would be kind of a continuing series
Well, we
as
did the
well?
first one at it, we'd like to, yes. I would say it wouldn't be any more than a month at the most.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Good luck to you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Vote to amend the Library Board of Trustees one-day liquor license from March 2nd to March 9th. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the amendment of the Library Board of Trustees one-day liquor license from March 2nd, 2024 to March 9th, 2024.
Second?
Any discussion?
Meaning they're having 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6?
No.
How
It's
could it be
3,
one
2.
day then? So 1 day on 3, 2, 1 day on 3, 9?
No, they're just changing the
They're
date.
moving it
It used to be
Oh,
the
from
2nd,
3,
now
2,
it's the 9th.
Yeah, they're moving, exactly. Exactly. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. New business. To transmit the proposed zoning amendments to the planning board for public hearing.
Chris is got
Yeah.
the panel straight now.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Good evening, everybody.
Chris, I realize this is a formality, but did you want to just briefly go over the zoning amendments or
It's
not necessary?
It is a process formality, that's right. In accordance with general law, when the town receives proposed zoning amendments, whether they be proposed by the planning board, select board, landowner, or by citizens petition, they get referred by the select board to the planning board to have a public hearing as required by Massachusetts general law. So this year, there are several proposals from the planning board, as well as a citizens petition and 2 landowner petitions. Now, those last 3 are all the same. Belt and suspenders, I guess, to make sure that something got on the warrant. In any case, the planning board is looking to have its public hearing in March, and if the select board could refer those back to public hearing, planning board can get on with the business.
Do I have a motion?
I move that we approve to transmit the proposed zoning amendments to the planning board for a public hearing.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
You're all invited to attend.
We all might surprise you and show up.
Thank
What
you.
day is it?
The 22nd.
Oh, that's the 22nd, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a motion to appoint, there are 5 openings on the W.B. Du Bois Legacy Committee, and we have 5 people who have submitted their name. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the following committee appointments to the W.E. Legacy Committee. The following names are Melissa Whitaker, Ari Zorn, Dubois, Alexandra Russell, and Dina Fisher.
Second.
Gwen, do you have anything you want to add?
I just heard Lee read the names. I'm sorry, I'm splitting myself between 2 meetings, but is that what you did so far? Did you nominate the slate?
Nominated the 5, yes.
Yeah, so that's good. I think we've gotten everything in order with the resignations and figuring out the seats, and that would put us at 12 people to fill out our committee. So yeah.
That'll be terrific. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you, Gwen.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
We're very short tonight.
There, I think. Thank you.
Open meeting law complaint, Eileen Mooney. Do I have a motion?
Yes. I move to delegate to council the responsibility of working with the chair and town manager to draft a response to the allegations contained in the open meeting law complaints filed by Eileen Mooney on February 5th, 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. The letter of support for H4138 Affordable Homes Act. Maybe you want to just,
Sure, so this is what we had previously discussed as the real estate transfer fee. And this is part of Governor Feely's Affordable Homes Act, the housing bond bill that's currently moving through the legislature. And there is a group that is asking towns such as Great Barrington. They've already had Amherst, the town of Amherst, sign in. Similar towns that are interested in looking further into it to show that they support it moving through the process of legislation. It's not to say that we approve it as a board, it's to say that we are in support of the process. And that we think that it should continue to move through so that eventually it makes it through the housing bond bill, and then it's up to the local control of each board then to make the decision. So it has nothing to do with us making this decision on behalf of the residents. It's just saying, continue with that, we are interested.
So when the time comes for
Exactly.
us to decide, we wouldn't have to go for a home rule petition. Is that correct?
Correct.
If it's passed.
The board would have to talk about that, and it would go to town meeting, and
Yeah,
it
of course,
would,
that-
the town meeting would make that decision. We wouldn't have to have the town meeting and then go to the legislature, yeah. So, so I would be very, happy and pleased if, the board would, sign this, and what we're asking for, when I'm saying we're, part of the committee that I'm, speaking about is the, local option for Housing Affordability Alliance, just to have the chair sign it and just say the town of Great Barrington supports this going through the legislation,
so can you make that a motion?
yes. I make a motion to have the chair of the Great Barrington Select Board sign the letter of support for H4113, the Affordable Homes Act.
Do I have a second?
I will second it.
Discussion.
Have discussion.
Yeah, go right.
So, yeah, my stance with the thing is still to be determined. I don't necessarily know if I feel that this is right for our town of Great Barrington, but I do understand that it is a tool that should be available for towns to decide if it's right for them or not. So with that being said, I don't have any issues as far as moving this to the thing and making it available for the towns that feel that it is right for them.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. I think a home rule petition, it's clunky, it gets bogged down, it could be there for years and years. This gives us the avenue, if we decide to do this through the select board and town meeting, to do it. And not have a lot of work go into it for it never to come out of the legislature. So I think it's a really good idea.
I agree.
Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. The proposed agreement between the town of Great Barrington and the Berkshire Regional Planning Commission as fiscal host for the Virtual Public Health Alliance to enter into an agreement regarding the delivery of public health service. Hello there.
So this is a municipal agreement. Our health inspector, Stephen Browning, his last day was today. So this IMA will hopefully get us through a month, hopefully 2 month period where we're without a health inspector. The job has been posted and we're getting some really good applicants, but just prior history, it's taken about that to get a new health inspector in. But this contract will be for 6 months, and yeah, we'll see where we are at the end of 6 months.
Correct. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the proposed agreement between the town of Great Barrington and the Berkshire Regional Planning Commission to enter into an intermunicipal agreement regarding the delivery of public health services.
Second. Discussion.
Yes, excuse me. I'm just curious as to, the 6 months, is this a trial period? Is this the length of it?
Just this is the length of the IMA. If we don't need it for 6 months, we would end the contract.
Or we wouldn't need it longer than, you know, this is,
I'm really hoping not. I don't even want to jinx it that we'll have a health inspector within 6 months.
okay. That's what I meant. So in other words, what happened in 6 months, it's not, it sounded like it was gonna be a 6 month review on those, but that's not what you meant. Okay.
No, this is just to get someone from the Alliance in to help us with food inspections in the interim.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Good luck with it. Well, we already have citizen speak time. Citizen speak time. Claudia, come on up.
Claudia Shapiro, 78 Mount Plain Road, citizen speak time for the record. At the February 9th planning board meeting, citizen speak time, I read correction. The February 12th, 2008 Attorney Brewer letter to the airport says planning board hangars really for subdivision. Has anyone looked into my concerns voiced at the January 29th select board priority planning and the select board and planning board joint special meeting, specifically the FAA? I'm asking this for it again. Shortly after the meeting, planning board, Pedro Picciano emailed me, Claudia. Forgive me for not understanding, but I'm wondering what exactly your issue with the airport. I understand that they are your neighbor and that you have permission to dispense of hazardous waste and they are considered a small quantity producer of hazardous waste, and that the town has given them a special permit to operate. So what is it that you're seeking, Pedro? This statement is unsupportable and contrary to the facts. I responded, hi, Pedro. Your understanding comes from a source with a question mark. I received no response. Pedro has it backwards and it's concerning. Appendix B of the federal and state 2003 swap report included in the land court case was excluded in the airport special permit application. So I'm going to email you each a copy. I know Mark got one in 2003 in his capacity as the Board of Health agent, which reads Appendix B, regulated facilities within the water supply protection area. DEP permitted regulated facilities listing 78 Egremont Plain Road with a permitted activity of very small quantity generator, activity class of hazardous waste generator, and facility description of auto body / repair. Other regulated facilities are Simon's Rock in the Egremont DPW and transfer station. It also does not list a DEP facility number. 78's ID number is 398876. Under underground storage tanks, list facility name, Berkshire Aviation Enterprise, their address, the description of airport, tank type, tank leak detection, capacity and content, gasoline. Also listed as Agar Fuel. As owner of the end of runway 11, I am asking this board and Pedro, the capacity as a Berkshire Regional Planning Commission Great Barrington delegate, where the commission's recommendation of a $3.2 million is coming for a runway rehabilitation of a Colossus Great Barrington Regional. A credible source pointed out during the 2017 and 2020 airport special permit applications to Chairman Bannon, the airport yearly deficit was taken up by one or more shareholders. As for the special permit the town granted, the pre-existing non-conforming airport has to come into compliance. So again, please take heed to Mr. Hampton's cautioning. Given the complexities of intersection of vested rights and overlapping and most likely conflicted jurisdictions and regulations between the town and the federal government, I hope you will seek legal counsel as you move forward in granting the special permit. So let's find out what's really going on, and not just on behalf of me or for the sake of me, as my issues run much deeper than the airport, spanning 2 decades in a fight I didn't pick, fueled by greed.
Thank you, Senator. Anyone else? Seeing no one else, select board time. Ben,
Nothing from me.
Garfield. No. Eric, Lee.
Yeah.
And I have nothing. Media time. Seeing no one, by unanimous consent, we are adjourned. A very quick meeting tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Right.